All right, we're live now. I'm gonna hop off.
Okay, thanks, Xing. Yeah, welcome everybody to the PERP IVO AMA that we have with Solv Finance. So a quick refresher, in conjunction with Solv Protocol, Perpetual Protocol will be issuing PERP convertible vouchers using PERP as a pledged asset. So we've taken some questions from our Discord earlier today, and we'll also be answering questions you guys may be asking in the YouTube chat if you'd like to ask any questions. And to help answer any questions from Solv Finance, we have Ryan Chow. So Ryan, did you want to quickly introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Ryan Chow. I'm the co-founder of Solv Protocol, and I still remember the last time we cooperated with Perpetual to conduct AMAs on your community. So last time my colleague Mike Mong has introduced a little bit about Solv, and for this time I will do a very quick one. So Solv Protocol is a decentralized platform for minting, trading, and managing financial NFTs. So the NFT is a financial NFT is a kind of NFT that represent financial ownerships like a Uniswap LP token, the V3 LP token, or our vesting voucher, our convertible vouchers. Like our vesting voucher is an NFT which contains native tokens and represents some vesting schedule on the tokens. So actually the vesting schedule represents investment allocations. And for convertible vouchers, that's the main topic today. It's very similar with convertible bonds. So that's it.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Ryan, for taking the time to come and answer some questions the community has about the convertible vouchers and also about like the IVO in general. So I'll start by a question the community sort of asked more generally about Perpetual Protocol. So we have a question from Mr. Han, which was taken from our Discord earlier today, asking, can you disclose the details of the new projects incubated through the funds that have been raised through the convertible vouchers? More particular, is it a brand new project or upgrade to an existing project? So I can sort of reveal that the funds being raised are going to primarily being used for market making on PERP v2. That's pretty much like the gist of it. So yeah, that's a pretty much very simple question answer to that. And the next sort of couple of questions that are asked in the Discord are more related to the IVO and Solv Finance. So the first one we have is from Baby Tiger from the Discord, asking, will the downtrend of the market affect the IVO?
Yeah, that's a good question. So as we all know, now we're in it's a very important time to figure out now we are still in a bull market or in a bear market, but no matter what, now it's a very unstable climate, but a lot of people might be concerned about all the offering about a kind of like a IDO or all of the launch pool on the SEX. So, but for this IVO, the initial vouchers offering for convertible vouchers is the kind of a products we are preparing or we are building for this kind of a unstable climate, because for convertible vouchers, actually it's a combination of a bonds and options. And as a community members of Perpetual, you must quite familiar with options. So as because there is a one part is a kind of a bonds like a part inside of our convertible vouchers. So when you invest in such kind of convertible vouchers, it's sometimes or mostly it will be executed as a bond. So you will earn some interest and get back your principals finally. So in this bear, if now we are in the bear market, it will be a very good a option or a good choice for all of the investors or all of the bullish people on PERP. So, and also there's a options combined with these bonds. So now there's a call option at the strike price at $12. So if the price finally exceeds $12 for the PERP token, then actually you will be able to convert the debt into the PERP tokens at the price of $12. So it's a call option. So it's a very good thing for all of the investors as well. But on the other hand, as a trader, you would lose some money. You have to bear the loss if the PERP tokens lower than $3. But if we look at the historical data, actually the price I should say maybe never lower than $3 in the past 1 year, if I'm not wrong. So that's why I said for convertible vouchers would be a very nice investment target for all of the passive investors in this unstable climate. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the sort of the range that the convertible voucher offers is very broad, and as you said, it actually converts into an option, like a call option that goes above $12, which is like very nice as well. So I think it's a very, very interesting sort of model.
Yeah, that means us a lot.
So the next question that we have was from Solace, and this is the last one sort of asked in our Discord. The question is, how are the upper and lower boundary ranges set for the IVO? Is there a process to work out optimal ranges, or is it currently arbitrarily set?
Yeah, so actually, because as you know, this is the second IVO event on our convertible vouchers. So this is a very innovative and brand new investment targets in the space. So we just discussed with our friends with Perpetual team, with Nick, to discuss together on what kind of what's the exact price range would has a good fit for all of the investors. So finally, we found out that maybe 2x a spot price as the upper limit and half of the spot price as the lower limit would be a good thing for all the investors. So that's why we took this. But we all know that actually as a bonds like the assets, all the conditions should be decided by the market conditions. So if all the investors take the convertible vouchers, then we'll say, oh, it's a good price range. But if not, maybe we need to adjust it. So now we don't know the answer. Let's test the market. We think it's fair, but we let's see. So and the offering will be conducted on day after tomorrow, and let's see what's gonna happen. But we are flexible enough that if the investors think it's not a good deal, then we would adjust the terms for sure.
Definitely sounds very reasonable. As you said, I think this is like the second IVO that you guys have held, so it's still like very much like figuring out how exactly the best way to set the bounds is still very early, and that makes a lot of sense and very flexible for investors.
Yes.
And now it's sort of opened up to the YouTube chat. If you guys have any questions for Ryan from Solv, then definitely ask those questions in the chat, and more than happy to sort of put them forth. But I'll definitely ask a question that I'm sort of curious about. So when it comes to splitting and trading these vouchers, how small can these convertible vouchers be split? Because I believe their minimum investment size is $10,000, but how small can retail people sort of get involved as well, like with like maybe $100 or something even less?
Yeah, that's a good question. So actually we have built a original token standard, which is called ERP 3525. So simply put, it's a fractionalized ERC 721. We built we built this a token standard based on ERC 721. So it's compatible with ERC 721, but it's fractionalized. So you can split this NFT freely into any fractions, into any small pieces. So For this time, we set up a limit on a like $10,000 as the a smallest check for all the investors. Why we do that? Because as you all know, the gas fee on Ethereum is too high to afford. So actually, we have to set up such kind of limitation. Then all the participants can earn some money through participate in this offering. So that's why we do this. And after all the investors have got the vouchers in their wallet, actually they can split it furtherly, like into a maybe $1 piece or even a $0.001 a convertible voucher, the nominal of the convertible voucher. So we definitely support this, but it makes no sense on Ethereum to do that because it would cost maybe $60 per operation. So yeah, I think, yeah, so that's my opinion. But we are exploring some use case, like maybe we can build a DAO or such kind of an aggregator, a products to purchase such kind of convertible vouchers and operate it. And for the investors, they can just invest the DAO or such kind of aggregator products to participate or get access to those kind of convertible vouchers. Then we can share the gas fee together to avoid such kind of high gas fee. Yeah, that's what we are thinking about.
Yeah, perfect. That definitely makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I guess maybe denominating like the convertible bonds into like ridiculously small, like $10 increments or $100 increments would be not feasible in Ethereum mainnet right now. So yeah, definitely understand the logic there. But yeah, that's definitely very cool. Yeah, and awesome. We have our first question from the audience, actually. It's from Only Up. And he's asked, at maturity, must you convert the voucher to PERP / the option, or is there ability to convert it just to stables?
Yes. So if the price, because we set up a price range around the spot price. So the lower limit must lower than the spot price, and the upper limit must higher than the spot price. And at maturity, if the price still fall into this price range, then you will be paid out. You will be paid back the stable coins or PERP token. Actually, two choices here. But the choice is we hand over the right to PERP team. So actually, a perpetual has committed to transfer back the stable coins already. So at maturity, you will be pay out the stable coins if the price fall into the price range. But if the price exceeds the upper limit, then actually the conversion would happen. So the strike price would be $12. So your debt or your principals plus the interest would be converted into the tokens at the price of $12. But if the price is lower than $3, then your debt, your principals plus your interest would be converted into the PERP token as well, but at the price of $3. Yeah, does that kind of explain?
Yeah, I definitely think that sort of explains how that definitely plays out. And I think I can sort of like add on a question that I also had, is that with the concept of convertible vouchers being inspired by sort of traditional like convertible bonds in finance, can these be forcefully converted before maturity, or do these only get exercised at maturity?
Yes. So actually here is very interesting a question. So the due date must be because it's determined at the beginning. So we could not to make it to make it expiry before the maturity from both sides, from Solv team, perpetual team, or for the investors. But for all the purchasers who got the convertible vouchers, they are able to cash out the convertible vouchers through selling the convertible vouchers on the on-chain marketplace. So you can list an order, set up the price, and then to sell it before maturity. Then it would be, we would unlock the liquidity for all the vouchers owner through this kind of trading scenario. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That makes make a lot of sense actually. Yeah, and I think the next question is also from the audience, and it kind of relates to the first question, but with these sort of IVOs, do you see a scenario where these will be starting to happen on another network, not just sort of Ethereum, or like
Yeah,
what sort of
sure.
plans do you have for that?
Yeah, so as you know, we have deployed our products on a Ethereum, BSC, Polygon, and in the future, Arbitrum, Phantom, Avax, Solana. We definitely would support all kind of chains in the future because we believe that in the future there will be a multi-chain it will be a multi-chain future for all the DeFi products or for metaverse or NFT products. So we have to, to support that, those of the chains. And for now, actually, we only support Ethereum because we figure out that we need to help or empower the DAOs to raise a big or considerable amounts of the money, like 5 million, like 10 million, or even larger a size. So then we need to find out some big whales in the crypto world. So most of them are based on Ethereum. So that's why we started these innovative products on Ethereum first. But as you know, we have cooperated with Binance NFT and Binance BSC, Binance Smart Chain as well, or like Polygon. Actually, we can throw our vouchers on Binance NFT freely to be purchased. So that would be the future plan as well. So we would find out a lot of channels to sell our vouchers. And we really care about, what we really care about is that we would help the DAOs to mint such kind of vouchers, such kind of assets, and then sell it successfully. So that's what we're really, chasing for. So yep, we are flexible for this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really great to hear. Especially, I think for small users, that'd be really cool for like other chains to participate in. Yeah, definitely sounds really exciting.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
Yeah. And a question that I think is always seen a couple times pop up from the YouTube chat and the Discord is, what are Solv's plans for 2022?
Yeah, that's about our roadmap. So so I need to maybe explain more about our vision. Then I can explain more about our next plan, the next step. So for Solv, actually, we bring the vouchers to crypto world. So vouchers is a kind of financial NFTs, right? And we do believe that vouchers would be a financial instrument and also a key primitive for crypto world, no matter for DeFi world, for NFT, for metaverse, for GameFi, or for ChatFi. So if we take a look at DeFi, NFT, our vouchers could be a very interesting instrument for all kind of financial contractual contractual relationship, like our investment allocation, a vesting voucher, or our convertible bonds, convertible vouchers, such kind of thing. And also we can take vouchers to represent some new financial assets like derivatives, like fixed income and alternatives investment targets, all of them. And so that's for a DeFi world. So of course we will dive into this area. So the next step for our vesting voucher and convertible vouchers would be we would improve our vesting voucher to 2.0 version 2, and we would support all the all the SAFT holders to create a vesting vouchers while they don't have tokens, and to represent their SAFT, and then actually they can trade it before they get the tokens, and it would be very interesting for vesting voucher. And for convertible vouchers, what's the next step? As just like you just mentioned, you would put the money, you add the liquidity on PERP V2 a liquidity pool, right? So actually, if you raise the money through convertible vouchers, and then you make sure that the money can be checked on chain and completely can be checked on chain. And also some of the projects would say, oh, because it's a bond, and then I must pay back the money, although the price lower than lower limit. But as a trade-off, I will just adjust the upper limit. I will set up a very high strike price as a for this call option. So actually, then we can make sure that these convertible bonds must be executed at least as a bond, because you won't lose any money because the liquidity can be checked on the liquidity pool, like in perpetual or on some of the other protocols. So and it will be very interesting, and you will be more like a bonds instead of more like a options. And that would be our very important next step for convertible vouchers. So that's what's gonna happen in the next 3 months. We will improve both of the product lines we have rolled out. So that's the first thing. And secondly, actually, we are gonna tap into the NFT, the GameFi, the metaverse area through our vouchers infrastructure. So actually, we can take our voucher to like do some NFT installment purchasing, a product line, and to support all of the NFT believers to purchase the NFT in installment. So it will be very interesting, and without our vouchers, it will be very difficult to build such kind of a product or use case. So that would be our second step in this year. And thirdly, actually, we are considering to, just like I just mentioned, we will deploy our products on more chains, and including Arbitrum, including Optimism, Alvox, Phantom, and Solana. So that would be our the third step in this year. So if we can make all of the things I just mentioned, I think it will be a very successful year for us. And yeah, let's see. And yeah, we'll work hard for this.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds really exciting. Yeah, I agree. Like the convertible vouchers and like those sort of financial offerings are pretty much very limited within crypto right now, especially like natively. And so like, yeah, that being improved on is very exciting. And then I think the GameFi metaverse, I believe there was a few questions asked in the chat about GameFi metaverse. So I guess people will be really happy to hear that. That's going to be very cool.
Yeah.
And the more chains as well. We have another question, because I think you might have left it out, or maybe you're not, I don't have any plans, but Silas from the Discord has asked, do you have any plans to add Terra, so Luna?
Yeah, Terra, because for us, we always be open to all the chains for sure. But I should mention that because as you all know, for our vesting voucher and convertible vouchers, if we make a conclusion for these two, a product line, it's a kind of DAO treasury management tool set. So we have to serve the financial needs from the DAOs. And if you ask me which chain has the most of the DAOs, Ethereum has the most. And then like maybe the next one may be like BSC or Polygon, and then like Phantom, like a Arbitrum, and also some like Solana. So that's why the order here I just mentioned. So like Terra, yeah, we definitely are open to that, but it depends on how many DAOs on Terra, right? So yeah, we're open to it. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. That's really good to hear. And I actually have a follow-up question regarding sort of the multi-chain future, and maybe like potentially would there be in the future like a scenario where IVO can launch on Ethereum, but the IVO NFTs can be bridged to like the other networks that you guys plan to support? And yes. So the trading might not happen on Ethereum, the auction itself might happen on Ethereum, but then most of the trading is maybe done on like a Polygon or Optimism or Arbitrum.
Yes. So I really keep a very close eyes on on layer 2, especially like recently there's a projects which called a Stockware, the Stocknet. So actually they are doing a very interesting layer 2 architecture which based on ZK EVM. So I really believe that that's the future for maybe not the I'm not sure that it will become a monopoly a kind of a layer two, and because maybe in the future a lot of a different layer twos has their own roles to serve all the applications. But for ZK EVM, I'm really bullish on this. I think it would be a very interesting thing. And maybe in the future, if we are focused on Ethereum ecosystem, then we need to take a Ethereum plus a layer two solution, maybe Optimism, maybe Arbitrum, maybe that kind of a start a net. And also we need to take a look at like Polygon and BSC. But if we just to do some cross chain operation to cross the NFT to a Polygon, actually now it's not the technique I should say there are still some technical issues there. So I'm not sure in the future it can be solved, but let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely understand. And yeah, I think the layer two sort of landscape for Ethereum layer two scaling solutions especially is definitely very interesting right now. Like ZK EVM and the optimistic rollups, there's a lot of interesting stuff happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we actually have a question from Amir from the Discord, and he's asked, what are the advantages of Solv Protocol versus its competitors right now?
Oh, very good question. So if you take a look at of our whole vision, as a vouchers, a finance advocator, or kind of a vouchers, a marketplace builder, actually we are building a platform not just for minting financial NFTs, but also for support a marketplace for financial NFTs. So if you take a look at this vision, then we still cannot find out any competitors who are they said they are doing such kind of things. But if you take a look at our specific product line like vesting vouchers, yeah, we can see a lot of competitors out there. But I should say for our vesting vouchers, we have took a lot of good traction now. Overall $85 million TVL, and also a weekly trading volume has hit $1.3 million. And also the vouchers owner has his 9,000 addresses. So in terms of the statics, I should say we are leading this market, this specific market. And in terms of our convertible vouchers, yeah, actually our convertible vouchers are we build this inspired by UMA's the rent token from UMA. Maybe they can be deemed as one of the competitors. And yeah, but for us, the vouchers, why we really believe in voucher finance, why we really believe in vouchers as the infrastructure for DeFi, because if we take NFT infrastructure to build DeFi, then all the users, all the DAOs just come to our protocol to type into just several parameters, and then they can get a fresh convertible vouchers and list it on the marketplace, and then they sell the vouchers successfully. Done. All of the process are done, and it's so easy to take and easy to understand. And all the vouchers can be cashed out through our marketplace. And yeah, in terms of such kind of advantages, you'll figure out that this would be NFT architecture would be a very powerful, as you say, it's a game changer in the space. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely agree. Yeah, actually, when I was thinking of like just competitors, I couldn't really think of many off the top of my head. So especially because you guys offer like so many different aspects like financial NFTs, but then now you're also sort of going into GameFi. So like your offerings are like sort of very spread. So yeah, definitely agree. And me actually had a follow-up question, which is, given that the Solv Protocol has many business partners, do you guys have any plans like further develop these business partners, or like any sort of further partners that you guys are looking to work with in the future?
Yeah, so a I just said that our vesting voucher and convertible vouchers is a kind of if we combine these two products, it's an excellent two sets for the DAOs. So actually they serve the same kind of a client target. So for our vesting vouchers, we have cooperated with around 28 projects already. And actually there are 20 more projects are upcoming to adopt our vesting voucher. And for convertible vouchers, actually all of the projects which have adopted our vesting vouchers already can be our clients' own convertible vouchers. So one thing is that we can leverage all the clients that we have connected already. So that's one advantage, maybe can be one of the advantages to answer the last question. And secondly, of course, we are, you're looking for more DAOs, especially DAOs and project partners to take our solution. And now, because we are leading this market, leading the vesting voucher market and convertible vouchers market, so we move very fast to build to expand our BD network. So that's what really happened now. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. Yeah, I think like growing out sort of the BD network, and I think there'll be a lot of people that'll be very interested working with you, especially DAOs when it comes to fundraising. It's a very definitely unique solution that there's not many other people that are offering right now. So anyone else that has any questions, feel free to ask either in the Discord or ask in a YouTube chat. So any questions about the IVO itself, any questions about Solv? I'd love to sort of get some more questions if you guys had any.
Yeah, really good questions from you guys. Yeah, it's an pleasure for me to be here to answer all of the questions.
Yeah. Actually, I had another question, especially around sort of the NFT installment purchasing that you sort of alluded to when it comes to plans for 2022. Do you have any, are you able to share any sort of like maybe a brief overview of how that would potentially look like? Because I think that would be something that I don't think so anyone's even currently working on, to my knowledge at least, and that'd be something really cool. So maybe it's like it's like people saving up to buy a big NFT.
Yeah, so because we haven't rolled out the products yet, but I still would like to share a little bit about this product line. Because we can find out that there are a lot of users, a lot of NFT users they want to buy some like crypto punks like Bored Ape, but they don't have enough money. Just like in the real world, we don't have money to afford the whole house, to afford all the payments, the whole payments of the house, right? So we need to buy it in installment. So in the crypto world, how to make it happen, just like in the real world. So we need to just make the NFT fractionalized. That's the first step, because the crypto punks, if it's unfractionalized, how to buy it in installments. So, but as we all know, it's an NFT. It shouldn't be fractionalized because it's the ownership is just only one, and that's why it's valuable, right? So maybe we can take vouchers as a kind of infrastructure or instruments to wrap it, to make it fractionalized. So the NFT is still unfractionalized, but the wrapper is fractionalized. Then as a purchaser, you can buy the fractions of this wrapped crypto punks or wrapped Bored Ape. And until you finish all the payments, firstly, you pay the down payments, and then the whole process, the rest of the payments. And after the whole of you pay out whole of the payments, then you can got a whole, it's a complete wrapped crypto punks. And it represents the rights for you to claim out the underlying crypto punks. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. But one tricky point here is that once you got the wrapped fractions, even a small piece of this wrapped CryptoPunks, then actually this NFT can be shown on Twitter or on other, some other platforms, because the metadata is inside of this wrapped CryptoPunks. So you can take it on Twitter or some other place to show it. And it's actually just like you had a house, you can live in that house, but it doesn't represent you have the ownership of that house. It's very similar. But if you default in the process before you pay out all of the bills, and then your wrapped CryptoPunks would become invalid, because you don't have payouts, right? So then what gotta happen is that the owner will be able to claim back their NFT, the CryptoPunks mobile app. So and still there are some details and some really interesting and extensions on these products. But let me stop here and just to let you to know a little bit about these products.
Yeah, that's actually sounds really exciting and a very interesting take. Especially, I think the issue with like a lot of people when they come to like fractionalizations of NFTs, or like people are trying to like tackle this sort of different method of ownership, people feel like they don't really own the NFT. But then because the metadata is still in the wrapped NFT itself, then it's sort of like it is like you said, it's like you're sort of like living in a house that you have a mortgage on. Yeah, so you're still living in it, but you don't currently own the whole house. So that's a really cool way. I think
a lot of people or a lot of projects, they are wrapping the NFTs through the ERC20 tokens. But if you lock up the NFT and take ERC20 tokens to represent such kind of the shares, then there's no relationships between the ERC20 tokens and the NFT. Because if you take a look at on the chain data, on-chain data, there's no relationships. And because ERC20 tokens cannot represent any kind of a specific data of that kind of underlying NFT. That's the case. That's the point.
Yeah. Exactly. I think also the part where it said you can actually show these sort of fraction, like sort of like
can be recognized. Yeah.
Can be recognized on Twitter. That's probably like really, really cool, because you definitely can't do that with the ERC20. So that's really cool.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
And we also have another question actually from the audience from Reza, who's asked, what is the roadmap? Maybe, I think he's maybe potentially referring to the sort of NFT GameFi and sort of the metaverse stuff that you're talking about. And do you guys have any plans for Solv Tokenomics?
Yes. So for the GameFi or such kind of our next step into this GameFi area. Yeah, so and installment purchasing will be our first step, and maybe like NFT leasing or such kind of NFT lending. Maybe we might tap into such kind of areas, because it's so related to the NFT installment purchasing, but not sure about that, because we have a lot of work to do, like vesting voucher, convertible vouchers, installment purchasing, and we have to improve the UI and UX experience on our for our Solv marketplace. It's a trading platform for all the vouchers. So we have a lot of work to do. So that's it. Maybe we need to tap into this area for the first step, and then let's see the next step. And in terms of our tokenomics, yeah, we have now actually we still haven't launched our token yet, actually, and we allocate around 60% of the whole of the tokens to community, and reserve 15% to the team, and 25% to the investors, and a few of them for advisors and for marketing operations needs. So that's the distribution. And for our distribution plan for our community incentives, actually we garner incentive all the users who participate on our on our marketplace in the future, maybe we would set up a very interesting incentives program for this kind of operation, and that's the main, I should say, that's the main kind of operation we will incentive. And also there might be some airdrop, but not decided yet, but we reserve some of it, some of the portion for airdrop actually. And then we would set up some very interesting, a ambassador program to find out some KOLs partners and to incentives them some Solv vesting voucher, the NFT which represent Solv allocation in the future as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a very interesting sort of tokenomics model. And incentivizing KOLs with like the vesting voucher itself, I think it's a very cool way to sort of help them. Yeah. But yeah, if anyone else had any questions, please sort of ask them either in the Discord, in the YouTube chat. But yeah, like it's definitely also the airdrop thing, that's very cool. I'm not sure if that's something you've shared before, but if not, then that's a pretty big alpha leak.
Yeah, I haven't shared before on else. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much all the questions from the Discord and from the YouTube. So I just want to say thank you so much, Ryan, for coming and answering all the questions about the IVO and also about Solv Finance. It was really, really awesome to have you on. And yeah, definitely have everyone from here to check out Solv and check out the IVO that's being launched. Definitely very exciting to see the future.
Yeah, really good questions from you, and yeah, really appreciate that.
Yeah, and also thank you so much to the audience for coming and listening into the YouTube AMA. Yeah, really awesome to have everyone here.
Host. Yeah, cool.
Cool. Thank you guys so much.
Okay. Have a good day, guys.
Have a good day. Have a good night, guys.
Bye-bye.